Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Utep Miners ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
It's complete to the right.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be. Second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. The play action fake. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
He'll pull. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. That is their junior quarterback down on the field, a guy they can ill afford to lose. Holly will update his condition soon. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Miners want to pick up the tempo. The run inside. It's Montgomery. At midfield, he's got room. There's a crease. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They're going to ride this running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Going to run it. It's Montgomery. Got enough space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utep.
Who says option football is dead now in college football? How about that in the opening drive of the game, taking advantage of the athleticism you have at quarterback, and they're able to get a touchdown off of it early here, Dave.
And it's just so frustrating because defensively it makes you play so slow. Like it literally becomes basketball. It's man-to-man. I got the quarterback. I got the pitch. Makes defenses slow down. Let's see how they adjust after this first drive.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He's at the 10, and he will house it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. Done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Montgomery. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Miners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run it on.
Could be an alley. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab and room to run. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line.
Finding some room. Made a defender miss. Touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utep has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. It's complete on the right side. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They'll go right back to him. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Montgomery. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quick completion to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. The Miners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They're working that left side. Running free. Past the 10. Touchdown, Miners. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Makes it past the marker. Off to the races to the right. The 20. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Utep offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Miners want to crank the tempo. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. And they get to him and knock. To prevent a big gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Makes the grab, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Makes the catch. It's Montgomery. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Miners go back. After moving the chains through the air. Gonna look downfield again. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. And the Miners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Crosses the 30. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's in open space downfield. Lots of running room. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that, and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break. Might as well give it to him again. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I checked in with Coach Walden at halftime. His biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication said they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Runs through a man. He might have space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Finds a man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Caught in the backfield, it's Wall. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Miners in the hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Utep! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 35. Snags it and he's open. He's got it and he'll take it in for the touchdown.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Makes the grab. Out out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Miners want to move quickly.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. The sure hands. It's Wall. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Got his man out of the backfield. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utep.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Firing to the right, complete.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 2. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. From the 22 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the Miners headed quickly to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Montgomery. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They give it to him again. Can't get him to the ground. And runs through another one. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Fires left. Makes a connection. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but is held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Unloads to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Snapped it in the shotgun. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Touchdown, Miners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that.
Got a little grass. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the 2nd level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels.
And it's in there for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. The RPO fire complete to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's a back-breaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give as they work on that clock. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down.
Maybe some room here. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Thrust that arm out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The short hands, it's Torres. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. And the Miners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Bring in the heat. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Utep. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want